Today we look at the Eagles versus the Commanders, climate change, National Bunt Cake, and much more.
Here's today's weather forecast with Joseph and a sports report with Ian.
Today is Friday, November 15th, 2024.
We are live from Studio H12 in the Shore Center at Bradley Central High School, and you're watching VOX News today.
Welcome back, I'm Wyatt Firestone.
And I'm Violet Lincoln. These are top stories for today.
The data gained from Changes 6, a Chinese mission that collected about 4 pounds of lunar soil via a robotic probe in June. The samples contain volcanic rock that dates back to 2.8 billion years. That's a long time. That means there was more percent volcanic activity than previously known. The samples also didn't carry the same signature of radioactive elements found in many Apollo-era samples. The data was published Friday in the journals Science and Nature.
Protesters in Dallas, Texas, opposing a meeting of the Jewish National Funds took to the streets Thursday. The demonstrators say they are against the organization's alleged support of Israel's military intervention in Gaza. The organization Jewish Voice for Peace Dallas says about 20 people were protesting against. People say they arrested the 10 people and charged them with obstruction a highway. They also removed a tree the group planted in the road.
Now let's check on our weather. Joseph, what can you tell us?
Stay tuned, folks. After this break, we'll have your latest weather updates, including a look at a heat wave and climate change.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
At your Geico local office, we know that time flies. But when you bundle your coverage with Geico, you could save money all year long. Contact your local agent to get personalized service and even more savings.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
Welcome back to Vox News. I'm Joseph Horner in your Weather Corner. The report released Wednesday says that there is a greater than 99% chance that 2024 will rank as the world's warmest year on record. There is a 100% chance that 2024 will at least be in the top 5 warmest years on record, according to data from the National Centers for Environmental Information. So far, global surface temperatures for 2024 have been 2.3 degrees Fahrenheit above the 20th century average, which is the warmest for the period on record. The Phoenix City Council approved the Shade Phoenix Plan after a deadly heat wave. In an unanimous vote, the council approved spending at least $60 million to add 27,000 new trees and 550 shade structures across the city. Half the investment will go into low-income areas which have far less trees than other parts of town. Here's a look at the hour-by-hour trends for today. At 9 a.m., it'll be partly cloudy at 53, and that partly cloudy continues until 1 p.m. And by 1 p.m., it'll be at 59 degrees. By 3 p.m., it'll be mostly clear at 61, and that clears through all of today. But by 5 p.m., it'll be 60 degrees. 7 p.m., it'll be 55, and 9 p.m., it'll be 52. Now let's take a look at your local radar. As you can see here, it's clear. And now here's your national radar. As you can see, there are some storms right here, and that looks like everything. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Today there will be a high of 61. Tomorrow there will be a high of 65 and a low of 44. On Sunday there will be a high of 70 and a low of 43. On Monday there will be a high of 71 and a low of 46. On Tuesday there is a 60% chance of rain with a high of 68 and a low of 53. And on Wednesday there is a high of 66 and a low of 55 with a 30% chance of rain. Finally, on Thursday, there is a high of 52 and a low of 41 with a 20% chance of rain. That is all I have for your weather. Here's Ian Wagner with your sports report.
Today, we look at Thursday Night Football, clash between Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels. And we'll look at one NBA score from last night when we return. Jesse, welcome back.
McDonald's is honored to serve our communities. McDonald's would like to give the opportunity to come join their team at one of their 11 locations. McDonald's has 5 locations in Cleveland and locations in Athens, Sweetwater, Madisonville, Etowah, Ocoee, and Ottawa. It's as simple as texting APPLY to 38000 or dropping by one of their 11 locations for an application. They offer flexible schedules, tuition assistance, and competitive wages. Come join the winning team at your local McDonald's.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Welcome back. I am the one and only Ian Wagner, your sports. The Eagles extended their NFC East lead, scoring 20 fourth quarter points to beat the second place Washington Commanders 26-18 on Thursday night at Lincoln Financial Field. Eagles running back Saquon Barkley ran for 146 yards and 2 fourth quarter touchdowns, including a pretty cool spin move, while quarterback Jalen Hurts put Philadelphia ahead with a touchdown run to start the final quarter. The Commanders took an early lead in the first quarter with a 1-yard touchdown run by Brian Robinson Jr., but it didn't matter in the end. Let's look at our scoreboards. We got one NBA score. The Jazz beat the Mavericks 115-113. That's it. That's all I have for sports. Stay tuned for Vox News. Stay tuned for more Vox News right after this.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Right now you're wondering, what's next? Well, Lee University specializes in helping you find your next path. Your education. Your calling. Your faith. Wherever you feel led, we know you can make a difference. That's why your Lee family will be with you to guide the way. No matter what twists and turns lie ahead, you can expect something great from Lee University.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has confirmed that Alice East, a 75-year-old woman from Summertown who was reportedly missing on Saturday, has been found deceased in a rural area of Lawrence County. East, who was last seen in the vicinity of North Branch Road, had a medical condition that could have impacted her ability to return home safely. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has extended its condolences to her family and loved ones during this difficult time.
Dolly Parton's musical story starts further back than most might expect, to the British Isles of the 16th century. That's where the ancestors hail from, eventually landing in the hollows of East Tennessee and its familiar mountain ranges, bringing their songs with them. A new album out Friday, Smoky Mountain DNA, Faith, Family, and Fables, credited to Dolly Parton and family, explores the great legacy of the Partons.
Parents of a 27-year-old man who died in the Hamilton County Jail after a suspected drunk driving violation has brought a lawsuit against the Sheriff's Office, and its health care's team was alleged deliberate indifference and inadequate care. David and Sandra Sroff on Wednesday filed the federal wrongful death lawsuit, which requests $4.5 million in damages from the county.
Shut up your buns pan, and heat up your oven, because today is National Bundt Cake Day. This delicious observance is held every year on November 15th. The dessert gets its distinctive form from the shape of the bundt pan. According to nationaldaycalendar.com, the mold of the pan was inspired by a traditional European fruit cake called Guggenplum. Cookware company Nordic were popularized the bundt mold design in the 1950s and 60s and trademarked the name bundt. You can get generic versions sold under the names like fluid tube pans.
We're on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
You'll also find more online on our website, BCHS.TV.
Remind your friends to like, subscribe, and share on our YouTube channel, BCHS Bear Network.
Tune in each weekday for our newscast. You just can't get enough Vox.
That is all we have for you today from Studio H12 and the Shroyer Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.